My videos, I know, have not been continuous as of recently, and I look like a gypsy. Gypsy day! Lita here, and today's video is about anime! Because I promised in the last video we'd talk about anime, and in this video we're going to be talking about my top my favourite childhood cartoons. Talking about this is really important to me because there is a huge long list of cartoons that I watched, obviously like any other kid when I was younger, and it was extremely hard to pick a top 5. So at the end of this video I'm going to be doing honourable mentions. Some of these might be completely obvious, but you know what? I grew up with these shows. I still love these shows because they are so awesome. Without further ado, we should get started. Number 5! Coming in at number 5 is Dragon Ball Z. Who doesn't know Dragon Ball Z? Like, seriously. This is the show that I used to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning to watch before I went to school, and then Mother would yell at me because I was gonna be late. Yeah, it always started really early in the morning, but I loved it because I was never good at getting up early. I was always a late bloomer in the morning. Of course, one of the reasons I fell in love with the show was Goku, obviously, because he's awesome, he's sexy. No, not for all those reasons, no. There's so much that happens in Dragon Ball Z, it's really hard to even talk about the main plot of the story, but pretty much nearly everyone knows Dragon Ball Z. But if anybody doesn't, prior to that, there are 2 other series called Dragon Ball GT and Dragon Ball, and where that's the beginning of the Dragon Ball series, because it goes on from there, from Dragon Ball GT to Dragon Ball Z. And it's really about a boy named Goku from a planet that, I don't remember the name of the planet, same planet, I can't remember, sent down to Earth to destroy Earth or take over it. I think it was just to destroy it. Night, when there was a full moon, he would turn into this giant monkey. And I know that in the early series he had his tail cut off, and so he wasn't able to transform, and therefore he was no further a threat. So he stayed on Earth and yeah, pretty much grew up his entire life on Earth, and yeah, that's really the basic story of it. Back then, that stuff wouldn't even matter, because all you would watch is just the awesome battles that we're doing, and everyone's waiting for the Kamehameha! Yeah, I was a very squeamish, nutsy kid, I was, when it came to that show. Personally, some of my favourite characters from the series now is obviously Goku, Trunks, love Trunks, Piccolo, yes. Those were my 3 favourites from Dragon Ball Z. What can I say? It's an awesome show. Even to this day, it's still an awesome show! Number 4! 4 is Pokemon! Pokemon. What can I say about Pokemon? Kid hasn't grown up with Pokemon. Story obviously is set around young 10-year-old Ash, who all of the other Pokemon series there are has not grown up. He's still 10 years old. That still bothers me. 10-year-old Ash, who is excited to get his first Pokemon, which is Pikachu, and he goes on lots of journeys to compete in Pokemon battles and collect badges and blah. My favourite Pokemons are definitely the first 150, they have to be. Some of these new ones, I can't remember half the names. You know what? I think one day they're just gonna run out of Pokemon to give names to. 2 fondest memories of the show was when me and my sister were huge fans of it, and we collected the Pokemon cards, and we didn't exactly know how to play, so we would actually make up our own game, and whatever card we drew, with the one with the highest points would win. And yeah, that was involved a lot of screaming, and my sister always picked this one card. I think it was Arbok. I think it was. Had like 1,000 points, and I'd be sitting there hoping that it wouldn't be that card, because she always beat me with it. Wrote loads of Pokemon stories, and a lot of it involved my dream Pokemon team, which I do remember. I still would love this team to this day, which I'm trying to remember which would be. Starmie, Jolteon, Pidgeotto, Vulpix, Nidoqueen, and Bulbasaur! And just for the record, my favourite Pokemon of all time is Jolteon. You know, it's really hard, I think, for any Pokemon fan to pick their favourite Pokemon, but has to be Jolteon for me. I just love that Pokemon. I don't even know what made me fall in love with that one particular Pokemon, to be honest. It just is. Number 3! Oh, this might surprise people. Teen Titans Go! Teen Titans. Now, I think this was in the early 2000s this series came out, but oh, I grew up with this show. Always would wait for when Cartoon Network or Toonami would show this show, and I was a huge fan, obviously, of Robin and Starfire. It would always stress the hell out of me, like, come on guys, just get together already, like, seriously. Raven was just badass. I just loved her attitude. Who doesn't love Raven? Seriously, who doesn't love Raven? Beast Boy! I love Beast Boy. I love his humor. I love everything about him. He was just hilarious. Cyborg! Oh, you know, he was just a chill dude, chill laid back dude, really, and just an awesome character. And Robin. I found Robin to be, obviously, quite obsessive and could be bossy in the show a few times. Obviously with Slade, when he had that obsession with Slade, trying to find him and stuff. I think that scared me at one point. I did. It's like, I think at one point I had this period where I just didn't even like Robin after that. But I think after he got out of that mood, I was fine. I was like, yes, Robin. And we went back to in the mode of Robin is so awesome. I just love the show. It had a great sense of action and comedy, and I think it's really good for children of all ages. I actually, when I went away on holiday, as I said it previously in my last vlog, I got my 9-year-old cousin to watch it, and she was just glued to the screen. Glued to the screen! I love Starfire. Of course, she was my favourite. I loved her character, so interesting. I loved the way she spoke. I actually got the chance to meet the person who did the voice of her, and I cannot remember her name because she's the voice of Princess Bubblegum from Adventure Time. I cannot remember. Probably my favourite Teen Titan episode of all time would have to be Sisters, which was the second episode of Teen Titans. I don't know why. I think that's when my love for Starfire began, pretty much. That was definitely a show that has lived with me to this day, seriously. And maybe one day I would love to cosplay as Starfire. Yep, definitely cosplay as Starfire. Number 2! This is going to be quite an obvious one, and I feel like people might yell at me in that if this show was not in my list. It has to be, of course, which is Sailor Moon! Fly me by moonlight, winning love by daylight. Who doesn't know Sailor Moon? And nobody has ever watched Sailor Moon. The basic story of Sailor Moon is surrounded by a girl named Serena, who is your average ditz, klutz, eats too much food, and does not like to take responsibility for anything. And she ends up meeting this cat, talking cat named Luna, and tells her that she is a sailor guardian known as Sailor Moon to protect the world from certain evils, and she is the guardian of love and justice. This was probably the oldest show I watched back when I was 8 or 7, it must have been. I only saw glimpses of it on the TV. I know I never got a chance to actually see the whole show. That's where my obsession back then of Sailor Jupiter came into this, because as it may appear to people, my channel is named after Sailor Jupiter, the English name, Lita. Yeah, my obsession of her goes a very long way, and I don't regret naming my channel after her. Nope, not one bit. I love her, seriously. She's badass. She's good at cooking, which I'm not, but I've seen some of the episodes where she's done cooking and I've just wanted to eat it. I just wanted to eat her food. Because I love food too. She's my favourite female anime character of all time as well. I never saw the whole series of Sailor Moon until I actually moved countries, and I had someone show me the whole series, so I actually got to see the rest of it, which was not in, that was back in 2005. That was when I was about 15, so I didn't see the whole Sailor Moon series until I was about 15, because they stopped showing on TV like years and years ago, because people would only see like glimpses of the episodes. But yeah, like I have a whole better understanding of the show than I did back then. But definitely live with that show. It's, how can you not love it? Just, I don't really have any more to say about Sailor Moon. It's just awesome. Number 1! Okay, big drum roll for number 1. This might surprise people, but this show I was religious to. I would religiously wake up on a Saturday morning at about 8. It would be showing 8:30, and I would watch it endlessly, endlessly. And that show is Beyblade! Has anybody heard of Beyblade? No. Some people will remember the show. It's just about spinning tops. What's so fascinating about a show that's just spinning tops, really? I don't know. I can't really answer that. I don't know what was so obsessive about me watching a show about spinning tops, but I was obsessed. And this is when my first anime crush came in, which was Kai. Mr. Cold Bad Attitude. Kai! Yeah. Oh, seriously. I think the first time I saw Kai, after that, it became a regular thing for me to read a whole bunch of fan fiction just about him. Just about him, pretty much. The whole story of Beyblade, the whole story is surrounded by a team of Beybladers. One of the main characters is named Tyson, and it's kind of his journey through Beyblading, and it just involves a lot of characters battling each other with Beyblades. But the special thing about this show is that sure, it's a bunch of spinning tops, but inside is like a thing called a big beast. Big beast, if I said that right. Which is like any kind of celestial animal. So Kai's one was called Dronzer, and another one, Tyson, was Dragoon. I would get pumped as soon as I heard the theme tune of it. Now, I had never seen the very first Beyblade. I may have seen a few episodes of the first series, but the main season I watched was the G Revolution series, which is my favourite, which was the 3rd season. I absolutely love it, and you know what? If I could own it all on DVD, I would so rewatch it, I would. Well, anyway, how could anyone love a show about spinning tops? But you know what? I love the whole concept of the whole big beast thing inside the blades. I don't know, some people may find it strange. I think it's freaking awesome. The show has to be my number 1. For where my true love of anime and cartooning really started. It did. And where my love for Kai began. Maybe someday. I hope they do a continuation of it. Would be really cool. And now I'm going to give 4 honourable mentions to 4 other shows that I really wanted to include in this list. The 4 honourable mentions that I really want to do, of course, is Yu-Gi-Oh! I definitely go with Yu-Gi-Oh! It's where my love for Yame happened. Yame, obviously. I never got to play the trading card game. It looked too confusing for me. I've actually never seen the whole series. I've only seen it like on I only saw it on TV and that. But hopefully one day I would love to see the whole series. Would be good. One is Sonic X, surprisingly. Not many people, I don't think I've heard of that show. There's that many Sonic series. This is my favourite. I think Sonic 2. Yeah, I think for a hedgehog. Ooh. I mention Digimon! How can I not mention Digimon in this list? Seriously, that show lived with me. And as of right now, I'm waiting currently for the new Digimon Tri series to start. That's part of the Spring Anime 2015 list, which I'm really excited about. It means they're older. They're all 17 years old. So I'll say, for the record, my favourite Digimon was Anjawamon, if I said that right. Yes, definitely my favourite Digimon. The last honourable mention is actually Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? Yeah, I included Scooby in this because that is just an awesome 90s show. Awesome 90s kids show. Hello, folks! That includes my 5 top favorite childhood cartoons and honorable mentions. Please, in the comments below, please tell me you guys' favorite 5 or top 5 favorite childhood cartoons. I would love to know. Any of the shows I mentioned, I would love to know if you watch them as well. Especially Beyblade. I really enjoyed making this video, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more craziness. And you can follow me in the description down below on any of the links below. And yeah, I will see you guys next time.